Hey Leo, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy day. We are officially in Cancer season. We had a new moon in Cancer this week. Still feeling the effects of that new moon 100%. New moons are all about setting new intention. Cancer energy is asking us to find that love, that support, that nurture for ourselves. Whether hopefully we're giving it to ourselves, number one, but also like with the people that we're surrounding ourselves with. That's equally as important, to make sure that we're not investing as much into people, situations that are depleting our energy or keep feeding off of us, etc. Really cultivating space to honor our heart, our mind, our soul as we are navigating through a lot, right? Like Pluto's in retrograde. It will be there until October. It's highlighting change. It's highlighting places where things aren't working, whether that's within ourselves, beliefs that we have that are limiting us, or people, situations we're involved in. Usually those go hand in hand, right? They usually go hand in hand, that what we think, feel about who we are manifests in our life in real time, right? Like we actually end up drawing that into us. So that's why I like to start these readings off with an energy cleansing, just to set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles, limitations we might be coming into. It's a really good time to set your own intention as well, Leo, especially if you have something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you would like me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're just interested in more of a realignment of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are strong, grounded, when we're supported in ourselves, right? Whether that's from ourselves or from the life we've built, that's really where we're able to manifest happiness and abundance, right? We can kind of roll with the punches, so to speak, to connect with those choices, those decisions that make us fulfilled. And I would love to help support that for you, whatever that may be. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below, Leo. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Leo. So I'm getting this energy of like you finally pulling through something. Like I'm hearing this as a situation, a dynamic that you're kind of starting to see closure around. I feel like there is obviously a lot to process through. I don't think that this is something that's completely done and over with, but it feels, whatever your energy is, it feels like it's on the other side of something. Like, again, you're seeing that light at the end of the proverbial tunnel. This doesn't feel like it's been an easy go. It does feel like there's been a lot of twists, turns, challenges, a lot of things that currently you are trying to process through with that air energy. Jupiter and Saturn are tensely aspected to each other. And so it's this remembrance that we're not necessarily getting our quote unquote fortune abundance, like what we want to happen, how we want things to work out in a situation and a dynamic. It's not necessarily going that way. If anything, we really have to listen to our instincts. And that's that Saturn and Neptune in Aries. It's challenging us in a way that, like, you're maybe not used to, or you haven't really relied on yourself. And obviously so, because there is a little bit of a spy energy. Like there's something that you're not really trusting, or haven't trusted, or like I'm hearing also like trying to find those missing pieces of the puzzle. You've been really patient through the process. I feel like this is the thing that you're kind of feeling, okay, change. Cancer got that card in the same spot as well. So pregnancy, this value of like really like getting ready to start something new with someone is what I'm seeing. And I feel like this is something that you've been really patient around. Maybe you're trying to figure out, like I said, some information. It's not only the missing pieces, but it's also maybe like, where's this person at? What's this person up to? What's going on, etc. Yeah. But you're holding off. Like I do feel there's some level of hesitancy because you're not quite sure. That's what I see. You're not quite sure. And I feel like, I don't know. It's also like you're not really I think part of the reason why it's hard for you to listen to your intuition right now is because you're not getting a one way or another. It's not this like Two of Swords energy. You're at the fork in the road and it's like, if you go this way, this is how it's going to be. If you go this way, this is how it's going to be. It's more just like, well, this could be good, but this could be good too, and it's very up in the air. And that's not a bad energy. Sometimes we make that bad in our human minds, right? Sometimes we kind of put this thing on it, like where life is that this kind of goes back to free will. Not everything is black and white. It's not everything is like, you're going to be on the road to riches and successes if you make this choice. And if you make this one, it's like doom and gloom and despair for the rest of your life. It's not that extreme. It's more like if you choose this, you're going to have this experience. And if you choose that, you're going to have that experience is what I'm getting at. So you're trying to understand what that is for you, what you want, how that feels for you. I feel like this is something that you're having a hard time making a decision around because it does kind of feel like there's something in your energy that you're interested in. Something in your energy that is kind of drawing you in, but it's also like not sure if you want to go there. And to me, there is a little bit of turning a blind eye, Leo. I apologize, but excuse me, either you're checking out just mentally around this dynamic, not wanting to process through it, like that original air card that popped out, needing to kind of sit and think things through. 9 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So anxiety about like what that means to actually do that, because it's hard to be honest about what a situation is, but there has been this theme in the collective this week that with awareness comes wisdom. With awareness comes wisdom. And I'm seeing you gather that awareness to some capacity. I do think there is a little bit of fear, or maybe you've just been pushing this off for a long time, so that's where that vacation comes into play. Next steps, I don't know. I don't know. Like something about your energy feels like you're not 100% ready. And whatever you're dealing with is holding down the fort. I don't know what that means, but they're like, it looks like there's a difference of perspective, a difference of opinion as to how things should be approached. I feel like this is part of your rub with this person situation, because it's like you're expecting time, energy to figure this out. I think at the same time, Leo, what I would challenge you with is there's this dynamic of like making sure you're not using that as an excuse. Is it? I don't know. I mean, 10 of Wands is stress and burden. There's a reason why you're kind of like dragging your heels. And I know for myself, sometimes I'll put that pressure, like get that done. And really like, it's not the right time. And why I procrastinate is because maybe I just needed a little bit more space. But instead of just like telling myself that originally, I'm still pressuring, And so the ideal would be that you can just say, hey, like maybe I'm not quite ready, and maybe that's okay. But I feel like you are a little bit at a battle with yourself on what the right choice is to make. Two of Wands energy. So however you're perceiving this, however you're looking at it topically, it's very much this value of like, these things aren't aligning. It's not making me feel comfortable. I don't know if I'm really like either wanting to do it or ready to do it. And perhaps, well, we'll see how it moves forward. Because I think what you're getting at, like, it's understanding this as someone is still figuring themselves out. This is why you're hesitant, because there's this value of like, if you were to approach it, or if you were to kind of put energy into it this week, it would just create more stress, right? But at the same time, like, what I will say is you're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. So there is this part of you that wants your distance, that wants your space, that like, I'm kind of hearing like maybe even wanting time to kind of invest in some other ideas. Opening up other options is what I'm hearing, because whatever is on the table at this moment, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, it's not working. It's not working from either perspective. And that's where the difficulty is coming into play, because it's going to kind of take a long time for whatever this is to rebalance out. There's a lot on the table, and everyone just kind of is coming at it from different angles. And I think the reason that you are, again, dragging your heels is you're not ready. And I'm not sure they are either, to whatever capacity that means. It just looks like it's going to take more time. Maybe you feel like it shouldn't be in this spot. Maybe you feel like it should be further along. Or maybe you're hoping that it is, right? Maybe you're hoping that, like, whatever, this has healed a little bit more. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. I don't know, Cleo. I don't know. I fill my heart with truth and honesty, being honest about where things are at. I don't allow illusions or confusion to lead my life. I respect others when they listen to their souls. I don't try to divert their attention for my own entertainment. I'm gentle with their energy. This way the world becomes more peaceful. And that's exactly what it is, right? Like, I think I see this a lot in fire energy, where you can get very fixed on whatever your idea is. And sometimes it can push other people. And here's the thing. And I feel like that's part of where even your own soul is having a hard time, Leo, right? Because something just doesn't add up for you either. And that's okay. It's this difference between like how we think it should look versus what it actually is. And that's where like allowing illusion or confusion is just going to make it harder. I don't look for perfection. When I try to reach perfection, I only experience suffering and pain. Perfection is a distorted image of reality produced by my ego. Perfection is not comparing with myself with others. Perfection is just how I am. And I feel like this is the difference between like living in the gray versus the black and white, right? Like where it's like, one person thinks one thing, the other person thinks the other thing, and there's just like no way to find balance. Where in reality, that is rigid. That is about this ideal of perfection that really doesn't even exist, because it's this value. I think Cancer's energy was a little bit like this. Like it's this value of like, you can hope and want it to be whatever you want it to be all you want, but it's not going to be that if it's not what that is. If someone is not in that vibe to do that thing, to be that person, to like fulfill that expectation, then that's probably not going to happen, Not to be a Debbie Downer by saying that, but that is the reality of things. Like that's being able to take it from confusion to reality. Oh, beautiful. I love this. See, wisdom is based on awareness. When I am awake and conscious, I have a real image of life. The more aware I am, the clearer the knowledge that comes to my mind. And I feel like that's really what this is about for you, Leo, is like having this balance of, understanding that like, okay, it's okay to be in this position of stress and overwhelm and not really sure. That's okay too. I know it's not fun. I know you've actually been hanging out there a lot, and that's why it also feels a little annoying too, right? Because you're ready to be on to the next thing. But it is keeping you a little, like this need to either control or, you know, like kind of figure out like next plan, next move, whatever this energy is, it's actually draining you. And I feel like this is a lot about taking some time to be really clear and honest with yourself about what this dynamic is, and so what that realistically looks like moving forward. I know those conversations with ourselves are never easy. It can be a little bit humbling, but there's actually just like a lot of beauty. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of release in the process, letting go and being able to move on, being able to move forward. All right, Leo, I hope this helped. Sorry, it was a little bit heavy, but I hope you found messages that resonated here for you. Definitely drop comments below. I'd love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love at little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. Know I am sending love and blessings back your way.